The Marsh Where Moonbeams Pool wasn't a place found on any ordinary map. It lay tucked away, a secret woven from twilight mist and the deep, quiet breath of the water by day. It seemed an unremarkable expanse of reeds and murky water, home to frogs and darting dragonflies. But when true night fell and the moon climbed high, something extraordinary happened. Silver beams, pure and liquid, didn't just illuminate the marsh. They seemed to pour down like molten starlight, gathering in the still, dark pools between the cattails, forming shimmering, ethereal puddles of pure moonlight. The air hummed with a soft, ancient magic, and the very reeds seemed to whisper secrets on the breeze. Within this realm of liquid light lived Flicker, a small firefly with a glow noticeably paler than the others. He was an orphan, raised by the kindly elder fireflies who remembered his brilliant parents, lost one stormy night though surrounded by the gentle buzz of his kin and the marsh's nightly spectacle. Flicker carried a deep loneliness. He watched the older fireflies dance intricate patterns above the moonbeam pools, their light strong and sure, weaving ribbons of gold against the silver. He longed to join them, to feel his own light burn bright enough to contribute to the marsh's luminous tapestry, but his own glow remained stubbornly faint, a mere flicker against the profound radiance surrounding him. The moonbeam pools themselves were the heart of the Marsh's nightly performance. Cattails, usually stiff and silent, swayed gently as if conducting an unseen orchestra. Water lilies unfurled their pearly petals wider, drinking in the silvery essence. Tiny fish, like living shards of obsidian, darted through the glowing water, leaving trails of disturbed light that slowly settled back into perfection. It was a place of profound peace and ancient beauty, a testament to the quiet magic that thrived unseen by the bustling world beyond its misty borders. Flicker often hovered alone at the edge of the grandest pool, his small light reflecting dimly in its surface. One cool, exceptionally clear night, as Flicker hovered near his favorite moonbeam pool, a terrible dread filled him. His light, always faint, began to sputter and dim dramatically. Panic seized his tiny heart. Without his light, what was he? How could he belong in this place defined by radiance? The fear was a physical chill, colder than the marsh water. He fluttered erratically, a frantic speck against the vast, serene silver, desperately trying to coax his glow back, but it only guttered weaker. Like a sigh about to be extinguished, he felt invisible, insignificant, about to vanish into the very darkness. He feared, exhausted and despairing. Flicker landed on a broad water lily pad floating in the center of the shimmering pool. He folded his wings, tucking his head down, overwhelmed by a wave of crushing sadness. A single tear, glistening like a tiny diamond, escaped his eye and fell onto the lily pad. At that moment of utter surrender, something magical occurred. The moonbeam pool beneath him seemed to sense his pure sorrow. The liquid light rippled gently, then began to rise, not in a wave, but in delicate tendrils of purest silver. Swirling softly upwards, one glowing tendril gently touched his damp wing. A profound warmth, unlike anything Flicker had ever known, flooded through him. It wasn't heat, but a deep, comforting resonance, a feeling of being utterly seen and unconditionally accepted. It flowed into his very core, filling the empty spaces carved by loneliness and fear. The Marsh's ancient magic, concentrated in that moonbeam pool, was connecting with the tiny, genuine spark within him. It whispered without words, a feeling rather than a sound. You're enough, you belong, your light is unique, a part of the whole. As the warmth spread, Flicker's own light began to change. It wasn't suddenly blazing like the sun. It was different. His pale yellow glow deepened, softened, and began to pulse with a gentle, rhythmic silver radiance that mirrored the very pool beneath him. It was a light infused with the moonbeams themselves, a quiet, steady luminescence that harmonized perfectly with the marsh's own ethereal glow. He lifted his head, his tiny body thrumming with a newfound sense of peace and profound belonging. From that night forward, Flicker was transformed. He still wasn't the brightest firefly, but his light, now a unique blend of soft gold and shimmering silver, pulsed with a serene confidence. He joined the dances above the moonbeam pools, his gentle rhythm adding a new, beautiful layer to the marsh's nightly symphony. The other fireflies welcomed him, not for the intensity of his glow, but for the pure harmony it brought. He became known as the firefly touched by the moon, a living bridge between the earthly insects and the celestial light. Pooling on the water, the marsh where Moonbeams Pool held its magic close, a sanctuary of light and quiet. Understanding Flicker, the once lonely firefly, found his true place not by outshining others, but by embracing the unique light he carried. A light kindled by the moon's own tears and the marsh's deep acceptance. On clear nights, if you were very quiet and very lucky, you might see him, a tiny beacon of blended gold and silver, dancing peacefully where the moonlight pooled liquid and deep, a testament to the gentle power of belonging and the quiet magic that mends even the loneliest heart. His soft pulse became part of the marsh's eternal lullaby.